Right then, here we are. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me? Let me know. Dave, how are you? Glenn, Dale, I'm sure I saw Stacey in, Jay's in, Nick I think is in. Grand, everything's fine. Right, can I just first give a big thank you out for all the comments I had from the post from last night with the flood alert and everything. It was a pretty late night. In fact, it was a very late night because I didn't go to bed for just in cases. So thank you all for that. Much appreciated. The house hasn't actually been flooded since December of 2015. But it has. We have had it in the field a few times since then. It did come in the garden last night. The two sheds that we've got, they got flooded, but there was nothing really important lying about on the floor, so that was okay. It didn't get that bad that I had to have the water pumps out, so that was a bonus as well. But I decided to stay up just in case things were going wrong. Oh, Doug's there as well. Hi, Doug. So I messaged Glyn earlier on, asking him to tune in because I got some new safety gear. Well, it's not new. I've had it for a while. So I thought I'd actually show you what it is. I'm just going to pop the headphones off, so that'll cut Dale out for a minute. So I'm just going to show you the safety gear I've got. Now I'm ready. I'm ready for the next flooding. So I don't really care what happens. So this is me up and running. Got the safety gear. So I'm all set. Right, funny story. Well, I thought it was funny. Jane was absolutely cracked up. I thought she was going to have a heart attack. My sister Paula thought it was funny as well. Right, flooding in 2015. Now, we've got a septic tank. Oh, that was Dale just getting back to us, I think. You there, Dale? Anyway, I'll get back to Dale in a minute. Anyway, the flooding started and we thought, it's not going to be that bad. It doesn't look like that bad. We've got a septic tank. Now, the septic tank is on the outside of the flood wall. So obviously the pipe for the septic tank does come to the inside. So we had a one-way valve fitted on the outside of the flood wall. So none of the flood water could just go straight up the pipe and then flood the rest of the garden. So there I am sitting, the flooding's happening. And Jane says, have you done the one-way valve for the septic tank? And I thought, oh, fuck me, no, I haven't. Oh, I swore, oh, bloody hell, no, I haven't. So she said, well, you best get it sorted. I thought, well, how the bloody hell am I going to do that? Mind on, the water in the garden at this point is about knee deep. So, what did I do? I stripped off. I'm down to my skivvies. I'm climbing over the flood wall. I'm plunging through all this bloody water that's got cow shite and everything in it. Trying to find the manhole for the one-way valve. Gets the manhole cover off. Then I had to kneel down to reach down into the manhole to turn the valve. Oh, I tell you, man, what a bloody night. Well, Jane's standing on the other side of the flood wall, bloody pissed herself. I said, there's enough bloody water. There's no need to start pissing yourself. So, that's that. Just a quick story for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Right, I'm going to try and phone Dale back, see if he's available. Right, what we're doing tonight, if you were watching last night on the Beards live last night, I did say I was doing a wet walnut crotch piece tonight. So I started preparing the wood this morning. And here, number one, it's not walnut, it's chestnut. There's not really very much crotch in there, but it's got some beautiful burr in there. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I'll get the camera altered or changed around, get it onto the blank, and then we'll start doing some turning. There we are. Hope everybody can see that. It looks like Dale. Dale, can you hear me okay? Is it my speakers? Or headphones, I should say. My headphones are connected. Dale, I'm going to ring off. If you want to give us a ring back, and we'll see if we can get this sorted. I'll just get started. Okay, so I've got the blank on. It's around about 10 inches diameter. It's 6 inches deep. Oh, there's Dale. Hiya. Still can't hear him. Right, so I'm just going to get this rounded off to start off with. Turning around about 650 at the minute. And I'm using my Robert Sorby 3/8 Excelsior bull gouge. Just milled me tail rest in. Hi, Billy. Hi, David. I know Cheryl's not going to be in tonight. She's knackered after the weekend trip, so she's taking herself off to bed. Ah, that's round enough. Dale, let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. Right, I'm not getting you back, Dale, for some reason. I'll just have another check, see if my headphones are working. Bear with me, guys. That's it. That's it, Dale. I've got you now. Hi, Andy. Right, we're going to get the bowl shape now. It's going to be a fairly simple shape, as is the way I usually do things. Yes, Andy, Skeletor. That's Andy's decided to go for late 1980s toy models for Luke. I'm not snacking on anything, Nick. Right, with this one, I'm having a fairly small mortise in this because I want to have the base of the bowl quite small. Hi, Chris. Just alter my tool rest angle. I've got one order to finish off tomorrow. I'm doing a set of these are posts for, what are they for? Some sort of garden container. So I've got 8 of these to do. All the spheres are getting done by eye. So I've just got them to finish off tomorrow. I think I've got another 4 of them to finish off tomorrow. Then basically that's me. I'm not doing anything else other than my own enjoyment stuff over Christmas. I am going to dig the workshop out. Don't everybody fall down at once. So I am going to dig the, I am going to dig the workshop out. So in the new year, or in between Christmas and New Year, you might get a workshop tour. Hi, Jimmy. Let's see, Jen's just come in as well. Hi, Jen. I think I saw High Low coming in as well. I think that'll do for the size of the base. I'll just get the mortise put in there now. Which half, Jen? Hi, Christine, Michael. Duck patty on tiger bread, Glenn. Have you got any serrano ham with that? Yes, Glenn, I bet you are. Eyes and belly come to mind there, Glenn. Glad to see you finally getting settled, Christine and Michael. Thanks, Jimmy. Cheers, Glenn. Hey, Claire. I'm just cleaning bark out of a few places here. I did have in my mind to colour this, but looking at what's going on in the grain, I think that idea is getting shoved out the window. Some lovely spalting in it, as well as all the burr over this part. There's some lovely spalting over this part as well. Right, I'm just going to give me gouge a quick sharpen. I'll not be long. I will. So the tool rests a wee bit, and this should be the final cut. Just turning it in very slightly towards the top. It all sounds like very exciting stuff, Christine and Michael. Oh, that whole piece is coming out there. Must be a lot of bark underneath it, and there is. That piece is a bit, yeah, that piece is a bit stubborn. Got a bit of bark over here. Right, I'm just going to give it one more pass. I think I'll use my swept back gouge. I've got a bit of tear out at the bottom here that I want to see if I can get rid of. Well, nothing marked dirty. Oh yeah. Right, how's that tear out doing? All gone. Who just came in, sorry? Oh, Hoppers. Hiya, Hoppers. Evening, Rich. Right, I'm going to use my favourite 80 grit gouge to start off with. Oh, that's looking absolutely rotten, that is. I think I'll just bin this and start again. Not. Cheers, Rich. Rich, remember last night I said I was going to be doing walnut? Well, I started prepping it this morning, and it's turned out it's not walnut, it's chestnut. And it's not a crotch piece, it's a burr. Now, that's a bit worrying. Just there, I've got a bit of a pith part in there, which goes all the way through, right where I'm going to be using the jaws. So I think I'm going to have to fix that before I go any further. All right. Right. Hi, cuz. Right. Now, what I've found, I don't know about the rest of you, but what I've found when using super glue or CA glue, for the Americans that are in here, when you try and sand it, it always leaves marks. So I tend to cut it off. Hi, Sunny. So I'm just taking a little bit off the bottom here and trying to blend it in with the curve. Now it looks not too bad. And I'll just clean out the inside of the mortise with my scraper again. If I don't clean the glue out properly out of the mortise, the chuck jaws are not going to sit right. No, looks like I'm losing deal again. Oh, back again. All right. Fine. I just need a wee bit more in there to clean out. Right, that should be us. I'll just do that sanding again. There you go. No marks left from the glue. That was 120. Even 5. That was 180. And we'll finish off with 240. Oh, it'll be yoked. It will be yoked. It'll be yoked once I get rid of these. Hopefully get rid of these bark pieces. I don't think this one's going to be coming out. No. Leave that one. No, that's intrinsic colours. I was sorting out, just in case I was going to colour this tonight, I did sort out some intrinsic colours to use, hence the mark on here. It's not blood. No, that's a big piece. Right then. Acrylic sanding sealer. You should, even with the lights, be able to see what the grain is like now when I'm putting the acrylic sanding sealer on. You see, when I'm using this camera through the laptop, I can't use the zoom function or anything on it, so I can't get in closer, but I will be obviously giving you a closer look at the bowl once it's finished. Right. There we go. Oh, I'm having a road trip next Monday. Haven't had a road trip for a while. So I'm off down to see my sister Paula on Monday. Probably taking Christmas presents down and stuff like that. Oh, there's no protector on that one. So be going down to visit her, then staying overnight on the Monday night, no doubt have a couple of bottles of vino. And then on Tuesday, I'm off down to Yorkshire Grit Central to see Glyn and Joe for the day. And then back home Tuesday evening, because Jane's got a hospital appointment on the Wednesday. So a nice little trip out. Oh, it's just fine. Hi, it's just fine. Nothing serious. At least I would hope there's nothing serious anyway. But they're a wee bit high. Started off fairly low. Use the same piece of paper that you used Hey, Mike. Thanks, Scott. And good evening. I must have missed you earlier on. Right, turn the speed up a wee bit. Fresh piece of paper. I did really swither about colouring this. I thought it'd look really nice with some. Yeah. All right, no, thanks for the inquiry, Mike. The water has receded. But I think, like I told folk earlier on, I am leaving the floodgates up because we are expecting more rain this weekend. Yes, that's looking not too shabby at the moment. I think this is going to be one of those bowls where people are going to want to pick it up and have a look. So I'm going to use microcrystalline wax on this one because it tends to resist fingerprints better than all the others. It's a tissue. This is a tissue that I basically just leave in the tin. Yes, Nick, I should, but I'm not. It's actually, Nick, it's actually quite difficult with the face shield to put it on alongside headphones. Otherwise, I would be wearing it. I must get some earbuds. Oh, the new one, Nick. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll not need that one at the weekend either. If you can, when you're working with anything like this, and I have got a fair few voids in here, try and clean out as much wax as you can out of the voids. Because with some waxes, certainly with some waxes I use, especially the Hampshire Sheen waxes, if you leave them in the voids, when they're dry, they tend to go white, which obviously detracts from the rest of the bowl. Just give that a quick buff. What I'll do, once I've got it turned round and clean the inside out, I will be able to give the outside a buff with the buffing wheel I use in the lathe. It's always best to leave, if you're going to be using any sort of buffing wheel, anything like that, it's always best to leave the piece for about 10 minutes or so, just to let any solvents in there evaporate. Hi, Leona. Oh, sorry, Donna. Hi, Donna. Hi, Jeff. You're early tonight, Donna. What happened? I must stop taking the piss out of people. Well, that's the point. I haven't got mine switched on. Oh, not to worry. Not to worry. Remember. Right, let's see how centralized that is. Oh, that's not bad. Always remember, when you're tightening the piece up, use all the points on the chuck. just to make sure it gets tightened up. And when you're pushing the piece onto the chuck, always use the centre of the bowl to push it on with. Right, I'll just get the top cleaned off to start off with. God, I don't know. Come on, Nick, hurry up. Doesn't take that long. Right, I'm just cleaning the top off. Well, I've watched. Now, I said to Andy last night on his live, my favourite one was the Pogue, so the first one. I didn't really get to see the other two because I was rolling about the floor at the time in tears and nearly had a flaming heart attack. And then he said he was putting one out a day for the next 12 days, and I thought, I'm going to be in bloody intensive care watching these. So, the Pogues one, I've watched it another 3 times today. I watched it first thing this morning. Absolutely brilliant way to start your day. Watch Andy's Clockwork Oranges. And if you haven't seen, Claire who? Oh, hi Claire. If you haven't watched any of Andy's Clockwork Orange series, go to his YouTube, which is AH Bespoke, and there's loads of them on there. And all they are, it's a quick 2-minute music thing where he's speeded up the music and he's joining in, playing the air drums and singing and stuff like this. They are absolutely brilliant. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Good. That's what I like about Andy. He might have a few anxiety issues himself, but he manages to put a smile on anybody's face, that guy does. Oh yes, this is the Sorby Excelsior, titanium coated, 3/8 bull gouge, which I have got set with a fingernail cut on there. You're right, the owner, he is. If anybody's come in late in the midst of the beginning, Well, obviously, if you came in late, you missed the beginning. Oh, God, I get stupider, I tell you. Go back and rewatch the beginning. You will see the new safety equipment I've got. And a funny story as well. Well, I thought it was funny. I think I mentioned before that we have been flooded 4 times. But that's water in the house since 2009. And the amount of people that have come up to Jane and I and actually said, well, why don't you move? So I said, well, would you buy a house that floods? And they said, no. So that's why we don't fucking move. Because nobody wants to buy a house that isn't worth anything. Cost an absolute fortune, David. Hang on, Fenrica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9, Fenrica. Oh, sorry, David, I didn't get back to you. I don't know. I did have a look at the catalogue the other day. I can't remember how much they are, but I did actually get this one given by Chris from Sorby when I was at Harrogate. Which I thought was very kind of him, because it's the first time I'd met him. Good. Is that you opening a bottle deal? Yes, Rich, the annoying thing about gold-plated wood turning tools is they're very soft and they don't last very long. Right, I'm going to start cleaning down the side wall now. I don't know whether to go very thin, so I go through that and make that into a hole. I'll have a think about that. I'm going to use a bigger gouge because I'm getting a bit far away from the tool rest. Is that what? Sorry. Oh, it's very green. Yeah. Everything's getting in the way here. My laptop and everything's getting in the way. No, I'm not going to bother with the window. cheese and cake. You can't beat a nice panna cotta. Cheese and cake. I think me and Glyn watch the same videos. Yeah, it was. I think it was the next video deal where he started doing the cheesecake. I haven't had clue dumpling for a while. Right, just checking the thickness. Oh, that's well thick there. Need to get rid of some of that. It's getting there. What a huge barking growth in here in the middle. Now, I don't know if that's going to affect when I get to the bottom, but we'll see. That'll be difficult, Glyn. I'm going to come down till Tuesday. So I made Jane meatballs with spaghetti for our tea tonight. Not too bad. See if I can get the tool resting any further. Yes, Clint, I know. You should try fruit pudding with your bacon and eggs in the morning. Tell you what I'll do. I'll lengthen the handle on this one. It means I should be able to get in better. That's better. Oh, I'm happy with that. Why do I need a big scraper, Glenn? I've got the bevel cut all to the bottom there. All the way to the bottom, I should say. The 80 grit gouge to start off with. Then you've got the other Scottish delicacy, isn't it, Dale? Scotch pie in a roll. Scotch pie in a roll. I still prefer haggis in a roll for breakfast. Doesn't like lamb. Who doesn't like lamb? Donny, you're banned. Oh no, there's lots of delicacies up here, cuz. Oh, is Glyn still in? Glyn, do you like black pudding sausages? Black pudding and pork sausages. Right, I'll depending on what time I set off from Paula's on Tuesday morning, I'll pop into the farm shop and pick you up some black pudding and pork sausages. Right, a lot of decent butchers do them, but there's a particular farm shop on the year 66 that basically it's got its own butcher's department, and they produce loads and loads of different sausages, black pudding and pork being one of them. Is that Donna? Is that the square sausage with the wee slice of black pudding in the centre? I'll try any bloody way to get rid of that ham. Just kidding, Glyn. I don't think they do post, but if you just go online, Scott, and put in black pudding and pork sausages, I'm sure you'll find a butcher's online that does them. Never been, Donna. Oh, cheers, Mark. Nice to have you in here, mate. Pleased you're enjoying it. Unlike everybody else who just usually comes in to slag us off. Don't bother with the egg then, Claire. Just have sausage. Right, I'm going to buff the outside. Cheers, Nick. There we go. I'm going to have to try and speed up my turning. These lives are getting longer. Right then, guys. Some nice spalt around here. I think just there, that's where there's been a pith of one of the branches that was coming out of it. And we'll get round and we're starting to the into the burry side. This part here, which no doubt Nick thinks looks like an eye, although he hasn't said so yet. This is where the burry part starts, going around there. So there has been a couple of branches coming out of this. I think that's over here is where another branch has been coming out as well. So that's it. Nice piece of chestnut, burred and spalted. I'll just come around and I've lost my phone. I'll just come around and have a chat in the chat. Where the hell did I put my phone? I can't put yours. Can't find it. No, so yeah, it's on the lid bed covered in shavings. And you, Dale. Cheers, mate. Right, I'll just come round, bring that with us, swap the camera over. Get rid of all the shavings off my laptop. Oh. Just give us a sec while I change the camera. There I am. Does the sound still okay? Or should I change the mic on that? The sound seems to be fine. Right then, how are you? Nice to not see you all. Right, I don't think this will show up. Oh, it is. So there we go, guys. It's showing up a bit yellow, I think, but I think that's just the light. That's the bowl, and there's the inside. That yellow isn't the proper colour of the bowl. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Rich. Oh. Cheers, Nick. I'm not used to wearing the headphones because I have the headphones on all the time in the house when I'm on the laptop, so I can watch stuff and not listen to Jane at the same time. Oh, she's not listening. Dark man. Have you just joined us, Dark? Yes, I am off for a wee bottle of red as soon as I've finished here. I might get an early night tonight, since I don't have to stay up and see if I'm going to get flooded. Like I said earlier on, there is more rain expected at the weekend. Thanks, Steve. Speak to you soon. Cheers, Clive. Well, please, JP's not in. He might have wanted it. I'm getting sick of sending him stuff. So, has everybody finished all their Christmas orders yet? Not that I had many, mind. Did everybody see my new banner that I got? My new pop-up banner that I bought and designed myself. I bought a tabletop one as well, a small tabletop one as well, but that hasn't arrived yet. Nice one, David. What are you doing tonight? Oh, Glenn's still doing jewellery boxes. You got the sizes right now, Glenn. Cheers, Billy. Thanks, Joe. Oh, Joe, I didn't even see you were in here. How are you? I bought mine on Cyber Monday, so there was a big discount on. And I was saying to Scott the other day as well that I didn't look anywhere else. I only looked on Vistaprint because I've got an account with them, and they had this discount on. But I'm sure if you look at other places, you could probably get them cheaper. I think mine came in at, with the discount, I think mine was £94, something like that. And I think it was about 25, £26 for the tabletop one. But you can get them other places, and Vistaprint usually have discounts on all the time. Scroll saw letters. Oh, very good. Yes, Nick, they're not cheap. Like I said when I put the photograph up, I bought it with some of the profits from the fair I did, so money well spent. Right, guys, I think that's about it. What time are we on? 9:20. That's usually about me. Hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half, something like that. Yeah, you can get them as well, Nick. You're talking about the ones that just go along the front of the table. You can get them as well. I didn't actually look into the price of them, or did I? But Jane said not to bother. I'd be better off getting a roller one. I think the ones that go across the front of the table are cheaper. I'm not very sure if David McClernand's got one of them or not. Have you, David? Have you got one of them? Cheers, David. Have a look on Vistaprint. There are other print sites available, obviously. But have a look. See if there's any printers local to you. That might do you a deal. Thanks, Debbie. Right, guys, I'm going to switch off, go back in the house, and get torrent to me bottle of red. Watch this back and see what all the chat was about. Hope you enjoyed tonight. I enjoyed it, even though it didn't turn out to be the bowl I was expecting to do. And like I say, if you did come in late, please go back to the beginning and have a look at my new safety stuff. Thanks, Leona. Right, night, guys. I'm off. I'll see you soon.